The social revolution can be witnessed in its extreme new euthanasia laws. In 2016, Justin Trudeau's government passed legislation enabling assisted suicide for terminally ill Canadians. To find out more, I travelled to Montreal to meet with Christine. Christine, thank you so much for allowing us into your beautiful home. Why don't you tell me a bit about your story, your background?
I served 10 years in regular force, Canadian Armed Forces and artillery. I soon early got injured training. When I jumped into a trench, my knee fell out of joint and the spine followed.
Not only were you a veteran, you also became a Paralympian.
About 2008, I was introduced to kayak. It seemed that I showed some talent in it, or I was approached to try out the sprint kayak, and I did, and became a 5-time world champion.
Wow.
The first thing I remember feeling when I was on the water was this sense of serenity and plenitude that I had not felt for so long. To me, it was as if I just found another way to keep serving my country.
So you've done a lot for your country. How do you feel Canada has treated you in return?
Complete abandonment. There was a time at first when I first became a veteran, the services were a lot better. Since I became a veteran in 1998, the government has gone to sell out or privatize our services. Now it's the second time, and they just done it again now. It took 12 years between renewals of my wheelchairs. We're allowed to have one every 5 years. I don't like to have to ask, it's been 5 years, give me a new one. If it still works, it still works. But 12 years, it's not normal. You know, 7 years after my wheelchair, I asked for the second one, and it took 5 years to get it. This is completely ridiculous. I'm in the works right now waiting for the renewal of an elevator to be able to access outside my house.
Can you tell us what happened when you asked for this? Was it
Yes.
the ramp outside you needed?
Yes. I said, you know, I just can't keep going like this. I can't keep living like this. Like, with this has to be done, this has to be resolved. And the person stated, you know, Madame Gauthier, if you really feel you can't go on like this, if you really feel you can't do it anymore, you know you have the right to die. So it's like, wow, I can't believe, you know, after all of this time, not only will you not give me the equipment I need to live, but you will help me die. I have been suicidal and in complete desperation for the last 10, 15 years. And suddenly you just come out and tell me, you know, if you really can't go on anymore and you feel you can't do it anymore, you just, you know, you have the right to die. It's really hard to understand this when you still are maybe blinded enough or stupid enough to believe and think that your government is there to help you and not to end your life.